We are there to support them to live the best lives that they possibly can independently.
It's good, it's nice, I like it.
That's exciting, it's fun.
I can have friends come over. I can have company every day if I want to.
I have fun, you know.
The sky is the limit is what I say.
Baby banjo.
Hello, my name is John Breitenbach. I'm the Director of Community Living at Living Resources. I'm very pleased to talk about an exciting initiative happening at the agency. Last year, Living Resources was awarded funding for a supportive residential habilitation transformation grant from OPWDD. This grant is an incredible opportunity to completely revamp our approach to our supportive apartment programs, increasing these opportunities and turning them into a sustained, attractive, cost-effective housing option to maximize the independence of the people we support. Under this grant, Living Resources will include up to 15 grant participants. 10 grant participants will be individuals transitioning into new or vacant supportive apartments from our supervised 24/7 staffed homes or from the OPWDD Certified Residential Opportunities List. 5 grant participants will be individuals who already reside in our supportive apartments, but will be offered enabling technologies and enhanced life skills development programming to increase their independence and reduce their reliance on staff. Living Resources is using this opportunity as a mechanism to jumpstart a cultural movement within the organization where all staff fully embrace the concept of person-centeredness and maximum independence and actively promote it in their day-to-day activities. Some of the major barriers to an individual's success in a supportive apartment include struggles managing medications, independently managing basic living skills, and/or aggravated mental health symptoms or behaviors. We plan to address these barriers by utilizing grant funding to invest in specialized training and credentialing that enhances and shifts our philosophy and approach to more effectively encourage, support, and teach individuals to live more independently. We will invest in personal and in-home enabling technologies to support individuals' independence, increase safety, and reduce the need for human support. We will also pilot peer support to further promote independence for individuals through mentoring and advocacy. Finally, we have created a staffing hub in an apartment in Albany that will be a shared workspace for program and clinical staff, a place for participants to meet with staff and engage in activities that will allow them to practice skills related to independent living with staff support.
Welcome home.
I am now standing in that staffing hub. When Living Resources submitted its proposal for the Supportive Residential Habilitation Transformation Grant, the agency made a commitment to using technology as a means to support the people receiving services. Now, nearly 2 years later, Living Resources maintains its commitment to technology with this grant and beyond. Using grant funding from OPWDD, Living Resources is partnered with Simply Home, a company that seeks to empower independence through innovation and person-centered technology to install enabling and assistive technology into as many as 15 apartments supported by the agency. The technology includes real-time capabilities for communication between service participants and trained staff, regular reminders and assistance for activities of daily living, as well as monitoring sensors for household items such as doors, stovetops and ovens, and smoke alarms. Simply Home offers a great deal of customization and choice for each individual, allowing them to engage with the technology in a way that is person-centered and specific to their wants and needs.
Stove is on. Make sure to grab a healthy snack.
The technology also offers access to data storage and reporting in an easy-to-use interface that allows Living Resources staff to monitor the frequency and impact of the various forms of technology in each apartment. Here, staff can also troubleshoot specific issues, assess the need for adjustments, and measure the overall success of the agency's approach to technological supports. While staff from the program itself will monitor and respond to the needs of service participants utilizing the technology during the day, Living Resources overnight monitoring staff will assist with off-hour supervision. While it is true that the technology offered by Simply Home is modern and able to provide a great deal of support, Living Resources also looks to other forms of technology to support the people participating in its programs. There are many forms of assistive technology, and while some may appear more sophisticated than others, the impact of each piece is determined by the needs of the person using it. Assistive technology such as Amazon Echo Dots, foldable shopping carts, bed shakers, and motion sensing hallway lights have also been purchased by Living Resources for use by the people it supports, based on assessments completed by trained staff and the known needs of the people being supported. It is certainly true that nothing can replace or replicate the support given by a trained, compassionate, and experienced staff person. Excellent and mission-driven staff will always be the bedrock of the support systems overseen by Living Resources. However, a commitment to enabling and assistive technology can help to lighten the load on staff, while also empowering the people supported to take charge of their own services. The use of technology in our field can be an impactful supplement to human support, allowing providers like Living Resources to pursue its mission to not only provide safety and reassurance for the people it supports, but also independence, autonomy, and equity in their services. And now let me introduce Courtney Mason, the Assistant Director of Community Living, to tell you a little bit about her experience with the Supportive Living Program.
It's not cut and dry. Everything is really just very personalized, like just the way ComHab is set up. The sessions ideally could be group sessions, but they're really one-on-one, so it really focuses on what those specific needs are and goals are of the individual that the staff is working with. The skills are there. It's just having them get that independence and really work on those skills that were kind of behind the scenes that maybe they weren't always working on or given the opportunity to always work on. We had about 5 individuals for the last few years, and now with the Supportive Living grant, we've been able to build up this program and make it as successful as it's been so far. If there is a way to maintain and increase any independence that the individuals have, and if it doesn't mean being in their current setting, but if it does mean moving into their own apartment, that is part of what we look at, is what would be the best fit apartment, not just for today, not just for the next 2 years, but we ideally are looking long term. We want to do it so this could be that forever place for them for as long as possible. We've really got to see the individuals that we've had in the program, how much independence and growth that they have developed.
And now I'd like to introduce you to Darylyn Ward, manager of the Albany Supportive Living Program. She's going to introduce you to some of the people supported by the program and give a sense of all the great stuff happening as part of the Supportive Residential Habilitation Transformation Grant.
There are 7 key goals that I look forward to when I meet with each individual that I hear that might be interested in the Supportive Living Program. Our first goal is basic safety. It could be as basic as being able to know to look both ways when crossing the street, being aware of your surroundings. I like to kind of have the saying, stranger danger. Do you know not to invite a stranger off the street because they said they need help into your home and you don't know what you could be walking into after you close that door? Also, test them for the fire evac plans, and I will, while in their apartment, set the alarms off to see, are they paying attention to their surroundings? Are they using the nearest exit? Are they smelling for smoke? Are they making sure they're not going into a dangerous situation?
Why do you think you should close that door?
So the fire don't come out the door.
So the fire doesn't come out.
You have to know the evacuation spots, and if you don't know them, they'll teach you them. They'll train you. They won't, it's not literally training, but they'll show you and get you to know all about it. And if you have trouble remembering, they'll get it where you can remember it.
So there's a huge fire sign that I use, and that shows an example of that exit being blocked. So they would have to problem solve, what would be the next safe place for me to exit?
Yep. So how would you feel? Can you demonstrate how you would feel? And you would start from where?
Down below. And work your way up.
Work your way up. The second thing that I would look for is basic skills. One of those basic skills would be laundry and assessing them. Do they know how to sort through their laundry? Do they know how start to finish on a laundry scale and how to keep up with their clean clothes? They may not have had that opportunity to learn that skill.
Wash it in the dryer. I came from 2 institutions. I came from St. Catherine's Home for Children, and I came from St. Coleman's Home in 1977. I was only 20 years old when I came. I didn't know much of anything.
We call her the mayor of supportive living. She is the original individual that started supportive living. She jokes around and says, well, I'm 60 this, I'm 60 that. And I said, well, that doesn't mean anything. Age does not matter. If you want to continue to live in your own apartment, let's be creative with helping you be independent. So next one would be number 3, which is apartment cleanliness. And that's a basic one. It could be just knowing how to run a vacuum. If you spill something on the floor, what chemicals would you use if you were cooking and you dropped oil? Or, washing the dishes, loading the dishwasher.
We're gonna be movie stars. We're gonna be movie stars, baby.
Jennifer was struggling with bending down, and she has a long-haired cat.
Stars. Look.
And she couldn't get to the cat hair underneath the furniture and the stands. And she goes, I'm so frustrated because I have to wait for you to come and I really just want to do it. So we went online and we researched the coolest, cheapest option that people wouldn't think of is a Swiffer. Because you want it to be more what?
Independent. There's people that are gonna help you if you're stuck. If you don't know something, they'll help you when you're stuck.
Number 4 on the list is money management. One of the requirements to coming into supportive is having a checking account. I meet with them weekly and we pull it up and I say, I don't care where your money's going, it's your money, that's your own personal spending, your account. But I want you to glance at it. You tell me if anything looks off. We go over safety. When you're at an ATM, there could be people lingering that are watching. Renee recently got her own bank card. She is one of the ones that want to learn how to cook. So we go on the computer. She figures out what she wants to make recipe-wise. We will pull it up on one screen of all the ingredients that's needed. And then on my other screen, we pull up whether she wants to shop at Walmart, Price Chopper. What's another one? You want to get a better price on the zucchini?
Girl help me see my manager now. I like her very much. I'm not clean, and she was my money.
And it's just so nice to see the smile and how proud she is to start, like when we first met a few months ago, to not even have a government ID, to now she has her own bank card with her name on it. It's just so nice, start to finish.
It's okay. It's not easy. I learned how to cook a little bit. I want to cook more.
Number 5 on the list is shopping and cooking. It could be as simple as I just want to learn how to boil pasta on the stove, to now I have ones that want to learn how to become like chefs. They want to know the start to finish. How do I saute this? How do I marinate this overnight? So just go right on down. Yeah, see that? And then I want you to do it because you can hear it snap, and that's the fun part. I also look for cooking skills that could be a safety concern. Do they walk away from the stove when they're in the middle of cooking? Do they get easily distracted? And staff play a huge role in that, because without the staff being hands-on with them, yes, they could probably pay or look at cooking classes, but that relationship starts with something that they are interested in and that they want to learn to work on. And it's based on helping them being more independent as well.
She was cooking on the stove, cooking meats, this and that. But the rest of it, my staff fries, but they don't let us fry like that. But when I moved to support apartment, I could fry on the stove.
I met him in like 2006. I was working at Dayhab on DCOP, and he was somebody that I would pick up and hang out with along with the group that we were in. And for some reason, he just took a liking to me. Like, he's been up under me ever since. I don't know why he likes me so much. I don't know why I like him. But
yeah,
we get along pretty good. Stir it up so you get some of the juices with it. Hey, get some vegetables.
Oh man, all right.
He's always smiling and laughing. Just
yeah,
that's him.
Number 6 on my list is CDTA and STAR, or just getting around with transportation. It could be a bike. It could be you walking. Some of my individuals even use Uber if financially they can afford it, or a cab.
Du Bois loves riding his bikes.
I'm all over the place.
If the weather is nice, he is riding them. and getting around. He knows that if it's icy, snowing, raining, steer away from the bike, and then that's where he'll take CDTI to get around or walk, because there's a lot of stores within walking distance of his apartment.
I don't know, I like to walk around, ride my bike. Sometimes I ride my bike downtown Albany. I take the bus to work and I take the bus back home. I take 2 buses. The 18 drop me off here.
Number 7 is self-med. This is very important because a lot of people think self-med means they have to independently know everything about their medications. That is not true. Self-med, they just need to understand the basics. What med they take, why they take it, and when they take it. Because we don't want them to overdose on anything. We don't want them to underdose, which means they're not taking it as often as they should. You want me to explain it? Yeah. So this is something he independently worked towards to be able to pre-pour his own meds. At one point, he was supervised to where he had to wait on staff to come in and watch him pre-pour it correctly. He now independently does not only his blood sugar readings, but he also pours his own and I just come in and count. So if his blood sugars go under 60, he knows to reach out to the nurse and follow their directions, or if it's over 300, to call that number, and then they'll tell him what to do.
They have their own individual goals. They have things that are important to them that they want to accomplish, and helping them accomplish it, and they're very appreciative of it. I had a guy, he used to spend so much money on cigarettes. I taught him how to buy his tobacco, his the tubes, and a rolling machine. Now he rolls his own cigarettes. And he was so happy that he knew how to roll his own cigarettes and he could save money. And other guys, when they learn to cook a recipe on their own, and I asked them, what you have for dinner the other day? Oh, remember you showed me how to do this? And we did that. I made this for dinner. Okay, cool, you know. I had a guy that lost weight because he wants to portion his food out and stuff. So I helped him do that. He was able to learn and portion his own food, go to the gym and exercise. He lost weight. He was happy about losing weight.
I love where I am because I get to see the growth. I get to see that in between. I get to see from meeting them in the residential and them advocating and saying, this is what I truly want. This is what will make me happy. And saying, okay, with this grant, I keep getting that question. Is that it? Is that the cap? No. Who says that's it? I'm super excited to see the growth in each and every one of them, but that's not it. It's not that cap off of, this is all you can have in the program. The grant is a start to growing supportive and kind of getting the word out on how great and phenomenal this program is for the guys and how they can live this independent life, but it's not the end.